channel Knowledge of. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your quantitative aptitude class that we have to discuss roots and ratios and proportions, and that has been your classes 124. We had done 123rd class in the last sessions, and we had started with arithmetical ability where we have to complete ratio and proportion which we had started in the last classes. If you had not visited, you can go ahead with to the playlist. You will find out each and every video there. In 124th classes, we have to cover up your starting with 48 question of the session. The question we have here is that the two whole numbers whose sum is 72 cannot be in the ratio. The options is 5:7, 3:5, 3:4 and 4:5. But before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. Let's go for this two whole numbers. That has been the two whole numbers whose sum is 72 cannot be in the ratio. So I will tell you the options once. That has been 5:7, 3:5, 3:4 and 4:5. Let's find it out the answer here. So for the same with this particular question here, that is the sum of the ratio in terms that must divide 72. So the ratio that cannot be that will be 3:4. Okay, 3:4 will be the right answer for this particular question here. Now we go for the next one, and that has been another question here, which is your 49th question of the session. Let's find it out. The question we have that is, if a carton containing a dozen mirrors is dropped, which of the following cannot be the ratio of the broken mirrors to unbroken mirrors? The options we have here for this 2:1, 3:1, 3:2 and 7:5. Let's find it out. If a carton containing a dozen mirrors is dropped, which of the following cannot be be the ratio of broken mirrors? To unbroken mirrors. So let's find for the same. The options as I told you, 2:1, 3:1, 3:2 and 7:5. Let's find it out for this, and that's what we have to go for the same. Let's hear. So for the same, for dividing 12 into whole numbers, the sum of the ratio that terms must be a factor of 12. So they cannot be in the ratio 3:2. That cannot be in the 3:2. Now we go for the next question, and that is being the 50th question of the session. So the question we have, seats for mathematics, physics and biology in a school in the ratio 5:7:8, and of course there is a proposal to increase these seats by 40%, 50 and 75% respectively. What will be the ratio that is increased seats here? that we have to find it out, and that we have to figure it out. The options we have: 2:3:4, 6:7:8, 6:8:9, and none of these. This has been asked in the bank view as well. We'll go for the same and we'll find it out here. So the question has been seeds for mathematics, physics, and biology in a school are in the ratio 5:7:8. There is a proposal to increase these seeds by seeds by 40%, 50%, and 75% respectively. What will be the ratio of increased seed? What will be the ratio of increased seeds? That has been the question here. So we have your that has been asked in the bank view. So the options we have here: 2:3:4, 6:7:8, 6:8:9, and none of these. So we go for the same here. Let's find it out. So here for this, originally let the number of the seeds of mathematics, physics, and biology be 5x, 7x, and 8x respectively. Okay, so you have to originally let the number of seeds for mathematics, physics, and biology be 5x, 7x, and 8x respectively. Number of increased seeds for mathematics, and for number of increase with that we have to talk about it, that number of increased seeds are like seeds that are 40% of 5x and 150% of 7x and 175% of 8x. So for the same, that is we get 140% upon 100 into 5x, 150% upon 100 into 7x, and 175% upon 100 into 8x. So that is, we have your get 21x upon 2 and 14x. So required ratio equals to 7x is to 21x upon 2 ratio 14x. So it will be 14x ratio 21x ratio 28x. It will give you answer 2 ratio 3 ratio 4. That will be getting the required ratio 2 ratio 3 ratio that is your 4 here. So that will be the right answer for this particular question. Let's move ahead for the next question. That has been the 51st question of the session, and of course that has been the important one here. Let's go for the same here. That is your 51st question of the session as well. Let's go for the next question here, which has been the ratio of the number of boys and girls in the college is 7:8. If the percentage increases in the number of boys and girls be 20% and 10% respectively, what will be the new ratio? This has been asked in RBI examination paper, and the options is 8:9, 17:18, 21:22, and cannot be determined. Let's find it out. The ratio of the numbers number of boys and girls in a college is 7:8 if the percentage increases in the number of boys and girls be 20% and 10% respectively, what will be the new ratio? This has been asked in RBI. Now we go for the options here, and that the options which we had been asked here is your 8:9, 17:18, 21:22 cannot be determined. So let's find it out here. Originally we have to let the number of boys and girls in the college is 7x and 8x, because that has been given in the ratio respectively. So we go for the same. Let the number of boys and girls in the college be 7x and 8x respectively. So their increased number is 120% of 7x and 110% of 8x. That is 120 upon 100 into 7x, and 110 upon 100 into 8x, that it is 42x upon 5 and 44x upon 5. So we go for the same, that has been required ratio equals to 42x upon 5, 44x upon 5 equals to 21:22. That is we have. Now we go for the next question, This is your 52nd question of the session, and that's what you have to discuss about it. Let's go further here. So that has been the 52th. A sum of money is to be distributed among A, B, C, D in the proportion 5:2:4:3, and if C gets rupees 1000 more than D, what is B's ratio? This has been also asked in RBI examination paper, and that's what we'll have to talk about it. And the options is rupees 500, rupees 1500, rupees 2000, and rupees none of these. So we'll go for the same. A sum of money is to be distributed among A, B, C, D in the proportion of 5:2:4:3 if C gets rupees 1000 more than D. What is B's share? This has been asked in RBI examination paper. Let's find it out. Solution. Let the share of A, B, C and D so here we go. Let the share of A, B, C and D be rupees 5x, rupees 2x, rupees 4x and rupees 3x respectively. Then 4x minus 3x equals to 1000. X equals to 1000. B's share equals to rupees 2x, which is equals to rupees 2 into 1000, rupees 2000. That we get as an answer, and that will be the right answer for this question here. Now further we continue, and that is we have to discuss 53rd question of the session. Let's find it out. We'll go for 53rd question of the session here, and the question we have here is that is being as follows. And 53rd is, if 40% of a number is equals to 2/3 of the another number, what is the ratio of the first number to the second number? This has been asked in bank PO question paper, and which has been first important one here. The option is 2:5, 3:7, 5:3 and 7:3. Let's find it out. If 40% of a number is equal to 2/3 of another number, what is the ratio of first number to the second number? This has been asked in the bank PO question paper. The options we have here is 2:5, and 3:7, 5:3, and 7:3 here. Let's find it out for the same. That is your, let the ratios of A, B, C, and D, that we have to find it out. So let's find it out with the same, and that is we have to go for the same. And let 40% of A equals to 2/3B, then 40A upon 100 equals to 2B upon 3. Okay, the 0 being cancelled by 0, and 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are 10, and then it will be further that is been we have not cancel it out, but yes, it has been equal. Sorry, 40 upon 100 equals to 2B upon 3, and then we cross multiply this. We'll get 2A upon 5 equals to 2B upon 3, and further A upon B equals to 2 upon 3 into 5 upon 2, and then he will be cancelling 2 and 2. 5 upon 3 you will get here from here. Okay, so after this, A ratio B, or ratio that is equals to 5:3. Now we go for the next question, that is of course the main important one here. That is the another one is your 54th question of the session, and the question we have as follows: ratios of the earning of A and B is 4:7. If the earning of A increases by 50% and those of B decreases by 25%, the new ratio of their earning become 8:7. What are the A's earning here? That you have to find it out. And this has been asked in the bank PO question paper as well. The options is rupees 21,000, rupees 26,000, rupees 28,000, and data inadequate, that we have to find out. Let's go for the same. Ratio of the earnings of A and B is 4:7 if the earnings of A increases by 50% and those of B decreases by 25%, the new ratio of their earnings becomes 8:7. What are A's earning? This has been asked in your bank PO. And the options is rupees 21,000, rupees 26,000, rupees 28,000, and data inadequate. So we go for the same and we'll find it out here. Let's go for the another one. Let the original earning of A and B be for rupees 4x and rupees 7x. Let the original earnings of A and B be rupees 4x and rupees 7x. New earnings of A equals to 150% of rupees 4x equals to rupees 150 upon 100 into 4x, which is equals to rupees 6x, and new earnings of B equals to 75% of rupees 7x equals to rupees 75 upon 100 into 7x, and which is equals to rupees 21x upon 4. So 6x ratio 21x upon 4 equals to 8 ratio 7. 6x into 4 upon 21x, which is equals to 8 upon 4. So this does not gives x here, so the data is inadequate. Data is inadequate. Okay, so you have to do this, and then after that when you find it out, you have to consider, you have to come to a conclusion that what it makes and what you have to do here. So there are many more questions that we have to talk here, and of course we have to find it out for the same as well. So but we start with those questions in the next coming class, which is being your 125th class, and we'll start discussing with 55th question of the session as well. But before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and then you can also enjoy the video as well. In quantitative aptitude, this has been divided into two sections. First section is your arithmetical ability, where we had completed numbers, SCF and LCM of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, size and indices, percentage, profit and loss, and now we are in 12th topic, which is ratio and proportion. After completing this, we will start discussing about partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on trains, boards and streams, allegations or mixtures, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clocks, stocks and shoes. Then after that, permutation and combination, probability, true discount, banker's discount, height and distance, odd man out series. After that, we have to cover up the data interpretation, which is tabulation, bar graphs, pictures and line graph. So here we're gonna end up with it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. After completing quantitative aptitude, we'll start discussing about the bank PO as well, which is also been important one. So stay tuned with us, and please go ahead with like, share and subscribe. Thank you, thanks for watching us, and thanks for supporting us. Whatever the subject you have required of, you can just tell me in the comment section. We will surely be helping you out. Thank you.